didn't know, it's the NEC.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Space City, Houston, Texas, and NRG Stadium. The final 2 weeks of the regular season are upon us, and off we go on EA Sports. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Stroud begins with a pass. He's got his man, the rookie from Florida. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. That one good for 29.
Well, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
On first down, it's Stroud.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
Here we go.
Putting the tight end in motion. A second down throw for Stroud. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
Look the hot, look the hot. Under.
In motion now, it's Collins. From the gun, here's Stroud. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Max Melton.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
They'll run first carry of the game for Trey Benson. And this play's going nowhere. Taken down behind the line. A great way for this defense to get on the field and get started. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Back to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
They get 21 on that one. It's good for a Cardinals first down.
That's the mindset I just love seeing from a running back, Mike. His eyes weren't just on that first down marker. They were on getting that first and some on top of it. That's pretty impressive.
And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. He'll drop to throw. Open man is Marvin Harrison Jr. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7. Now they'll set up to throw. Go right back to Harrison. He's got him again. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Every staff in the league that understands if we have to play a rookie quarterback, regardless of their talent, regardless of how high they were drafted, the ideal situation is to fill that huddle with as many veteran players as possible. The quarterback's going to be young. He's going to make some mistakes. The more veteran, talented guys around him, the easier it is to weather those mistakes.
Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. Second down and 8. Straight ahead, they go with Benson. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards, and that leads to 3rd down. They'll look to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the linebacker, Christian Harris. And the Texans are going to take possession. They've got it at their own 42.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
1st and 10.
Ow, besides.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
And while he's still a rookie and he's going to have his ups and downs, this is the player they thought they were getting when they selected him in this previous year's draft. I mean, he looked almost like a savvy veteran there, baiting that quarterback into that throw. He had great anticipation. He was on time in his drive, and then he plucks that ball out of the air, and he almost looks like a wide receiver.
That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, That ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
Got to get it to the 30. Here comes third down. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Marvin Harrison Jr., the intended target. And it's going to lead to fourth down. The field goal unit is out for the Cardinals. Good snap. Good hold. Good kick. And the Cardinals are out to an early 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
Here we go, let's go.
Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. Looking underneath, he finds McLaughlin. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. So, a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5.
Here we go.
Now, Stroud. He'll find his tight end, Josh Oliver. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
Every defense in the league, Mike, they stress the importance of defending the middle of the field. And in this case, that's just too much room to operate. They have to find a way to close and cloudy up those windows, make the quarterback throw the ball to the sidelines. When you allow him to operate in there, especially with that much space, you're going to make for a long day. Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Oh, ready. Hey, south. Hey, uno.
On the ground, this is Jaleel McLaughlin. And I don't think he got there with that one. Only needed a yard. Wrapped up at the line of scrimmage. And now we're looking at 3rd down.
Now the offensive coordinator's got a decision on his hand, Mike. It was 2nd and 1. He decides to go with a conservative run. Gets stopped for no gain. He's in the exact same position now on 3rd down. Does he try to change it up, or does he just turn around and hand it off again?
Third and a yard.
Oh, ready.
A run now with McLaughlin. They'll mark him down there at the 33, but that is good enough. A run gives him a 1st down.
Here we go.
So just a lone field goal in the 1st quarter of play. The Cardinals have the early edge in this one. More from Houston coming up in a moment. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
On the quick, right? Robin. Drop to the right, drop to the right. Drop to the right. Good.
On the ground, McLaughlin. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
The big guys in the middle of the defense, Mike, the defensive tackles. So often they're asked to do the dirty work. Keep the blockers off the linebackers. Let them run around and make all the plays. But in this case, this guy's able to shed his blocker, make the stop, and keep it to no gain.
All right.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. To throw is Stroud. This one complete to Oliver. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
Here's 3rd down and a few inches.
All right.
A run here. It's McLaughlin. Oh, the defense meets him in the backfield. They stopped him dead in his tracks and set up 4th down.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking 1st down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
The kick is perfect, right down the middle. And the Texans will tie the game at 3 apiece.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
So the field goal ties things up, and we're back at it as this kicks away. From the 6, here comes a return. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Over the middle, it's Harrison. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the 1st down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. This will be incomplete.
When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays. But I think they've got to continue to search for those and try to generate a little bit of a spark.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
Tony, south. Right to Texas.
On 2nd down, Stroud. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. You could see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
11. Hey!
Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. Throwing over the middle, this one is complete. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Go. Speed left.
Throwing is Stroud. That's complete. It's McLaughlin. And he's going to have a first down. He's forced out. Nice pickup of 9.
It's really just an extended handoff. Get the ball out wide to your running back in space and make the defense tackle him. That's really all this is. Something small turns into a nice pickup.
3-3, our score. 2 minutes to go in this first half. Greg and I, back from Houston. In a moment. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Now, Stroud. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
Flash.
Bill run. This is McLaughlin. And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face 2nd down and 7.
Here we go. Hey, uno more. Under.
Shaheed in motion.
Look the hot.
Throwing on 2nd down. Stroud. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. This one back the distance. Touchdown, Cardinals. Well, the guy playing center field, the guy back there watching it all, had all the eyes on him, takes the interception, and goes all the way, Greg, for a very impressive touchdown.
Yeah, Mike, and I just think the quarterback just locked in on his receiver the entire way. And as you said, that center fielder sitting back there, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes. And once he got his hands on that ball, it was nothing but green grass the other way for the pick 6.
So this being the first half, they elect to still kick the extra point instead of moving it up to the 1. A little bit easier following the penalty, and the kick is good. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half, and the kickoff's coming their way. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Right.
In motion now, it's Collins. On 1st down, it's Stroud. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
19 Texas. 11. Bucky.